Joshua Payne. I'm the Future Ready lead teacher for the Institute of Engineering and Technology at Lookout Valley High School. Do have one or two middle school classes in there as well, but I teach high school STEM. There's an engineering pathway, so I teach about 4 different classes. But it's Principles of Engineering and Technology, Engineering by Design 1, and then 2, and then it'll be in the future it's going to be an AP Computer Science class. We're doing the Intro to Computer Science class this year, and then next year we hope to have 1 Intro to Computer Science and 1 AP. So I use Learning Blade a little bit in all of them. This year I really utilized the Intro to Engineering Careers for my freshmen, kind of getting them introduced to the different engineering career pathways. And they really liked it because it gives, instead of me standing up there talking about it, they get to learn on their own pace. And then the Intro to Computer Science mission was really one we utilized a lot this year. But I use it a little bit in all my classes, just maybe hand selected certain lessons for certain classes to do that would be more tailored to them. During the school shutdown, it was a really lifesaver for me. Learning Blade really gave me something that kids could do at home that was meaningful and attain new knowledge on their own without having to just do review of what we've been doing all school year, which is what a lot of people had to do. So the kids understood the software really well to begin with, so it was an easy transition for us. I really like how user-friendly it is, and it's interesting things for the kids. That's the two most. It's very easy for them to operate. They can be self-sufficient because I'm a coach and I get pulled in a lot of different meetings. So it's nice to have something that I have this as a backup in case something goes crazy that day. The kids can be sufficient and still learn at their own pace. Y'all seem to add new lessons and missions, and that changes it up from year to year. Because when I was in middle school, sometimes I might have the same kids because I might go from doing 7th grade one year to 8th grade the next. And I was like, well, I can't use the same stuff to kind of as a lesson for them. So there was always some new stuff for them to do. One thing that I thought was very interesting, they didn't realize electrical engineers, what they did at all. They didn't realize that they thought like a lot of the stuff that when they saw it in the mission, they were like, well, I thought electricians did that. Or, and I was like, no, well, electrical engineers organize stuff for the electricians. And so there was a lot of aha moments. I think they'd all heard of like what a chemical engineer was, an electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, but they weren't really sure what they actually did. So I think several of those kids now have a little bit more interest in what's going on. Absolutely. I'll definitely use it and kind of as a supplemental lesson as I have before in the past. And I'll also sometimes used it as we'll do a mission and then we'll kind of use that to lead into another project to kind of tie some things in. Because we did the Intro to Engineering Careers, and then I had the kids they had to go pick a career that they either heard about there or heard about somewhere else, and they had to do a whole big project researching all the ins and outs, how much money they make, how much schooling does it take, yada, yada, yada. So they can kind of learn more about it. But that mission we did kind of helped them engage, spark their interest in what we're doing. So I will definitely have a plan to use Learning Blade quite a bit if this all comes back this fall. I think it would be something that's really good. I've been familiar with it from using it in middle school. So it was easier for me to understand how to transition it because some things are going to be really too simple for high schoolers. Yeah. But there are some things that, high schoolers may not have got yet or might not have really been exposed to. So it was easy for me to kind of pick and choose what to show high school kids. I'm very grateful to have a software that's that readily available. And anytime I have questions, y'all respond quickly and are really always great to work with. It's always nice to be able to customer service is great. To be able to, anytime something goes wrong, be able to get an answer really fast. But it's been great to have a resource that's always evolving, always getting new stuff, and it's not the same old stuff every single year.